What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So if you're wondering, can I still wear tropical fragrances in the cold? The answer is, of course, yes. You can wear anything anytime you want. Some things are just more seasonally appropriate or situationally appropriate than others, but at the end of the day, wear what you want when you want to wear it. There's no rules. Make-believe shit that we all make up is what the rules are. There's no actual rules. Wear what you want. But if you're looking for some really good tropical fragrances that are, still good in the cold, because here we are, it's 41 degrees, 42 degrees. As I'm recording this, it's nice and chilly outside. We got cool fronts running rampant this month in January all over the place. And I live at the beach, so I still like the tropical stuff. And if you still like the tropical stuff in the cold too, well, I've got 10 fragrances just for you. Stay tuned. Starting with exotic fruits and oud. Monstrous performance as you could expect from Montale. We've got Montale tropical wood, passion fruit, hefty oud, other notes, but that's the main things you're going to smell. This is actually really good summer evenings as well for being a hefty oud fragrance, but tropical wood, very fair assessment with this name because it's very much exotic fruits, mainly passion fruit. As well as a slightly funked oud. It's not really all that medicinal. It's got that little bit of funkiness you might be looking for with just outrageous performance. This is a 3-sprayer to cut through the cold. This has no issues knifing through the coldest of weather. So if you're looking for that feel, but you still want the intrigue, a bit of oud in your life, check out Montale Tropical Wood. Quintessential tropical, potent stuff that will cut through the cold air. No issues whatsoever. It's every bit of like a 10-hour fragrance on my skin. Really strong for 2 hours. The famed Jean Paul Gaultier Le Beau Le Parfum. Beautiful stuff. You've got bergamot, pineapple, give you this juicy fruit smell. Not so much a creamy coconut, more of a coconut water kind of thing than anything else. Not really all that much sunscreen. A little bit. Powdered tonka bean and iris. Fresh green cypress. Absolute banger. Chemically synthetic up close, but out in the air, man, this stuff is alluring. I've worn it to the beach in the middle of summer, but I mean, really, if you like tropical, you can wear this damn thing anytime. It will definitely work in the cold because it has the performance and a little bit of density working in its favor to knife through that cold air. And that's Le Beau Le Parfum. A bunch of exotic fruits, mango, pineapple, things of that nature. I don't remember pineapples in there. Mango for sure. I mean, it's even in the name. Exotic fruits. Very much in the same vein of God of Fire. This is an affordable option for Paris Corner in their Ophidian line. This is Mango Bliss. So this whole line has great performance. I have other fragrances that smell like God of Fire. I don't have God of Fire, but I have others that smell like it. But this is probably the most potent one and the one I would recommend that if you're looking for that God of Fire scent profile, that beautiful, super hype, tropical mango fruitiness. You're probably going to want to go with something like Ophidian's Mango Bliss because it's got the performance to knife through. Same goes with Ophidian Black Cherry and with Sweet Surrender. They have that performance because that's going to be the underlying detail that's going to be pretty important for these tropical fragrances to cut through the cold. They have to have a little bit of oomph to them. If they don't have a lot of density, they got to have some strength. And usually the two can go hand in hand most of the time. And you get a little bit of density here, but it's definitely got that pop off of the skin to cut through the cold. So if you like God of Fire, you want a good performing version on a budget that doesn't smell super cheap, check out Paris Corner's Ophidian Mango Bliss. Next, this one's really kind of earmarked for this type of stuff. It's a bowl of tropical fruits. It's got cardamom that really gives vibrance and brightness to this. Nice creamy coconut that doesn't leave much of a sunscreen smell. Some sweet vanilla. You've got CoCoLoCo in the Zaharoff signature line. This stuff was meant to be in this video. Speaking of fragrances with a little bit of density and some pop off the skin, voila, CoCoLoCo. That is good for that. Again, you've got juicy fruits. The cardamom here doesn't make it really that spicy. Again, like I stated in the introduction of this fragrance before the big reveal, it gives it vibrance, really brightens the fruitiness. And again, it's a creamy coconut that doesn't smell like sunscreen to me. I don't get cocoa butter type of thing with it. And then you have some vanilla that adds to that slight creaminess. Of course, gives it the sweetness. You got a little bit of musk, some soft woods. That signature DNA is still ever so present without all of the resins and the incense and stuff like that. But Man, if you're looking for one that's going to cut through the cold, sure, it's fun in the summer, but it's fun in the winter too. Zaharoff's signature CoCoLoCo. Frozen pineapple, iced pineapple, pineapple and mint and clean musk. There's so many ways to describe it, but the main thing is pineapple. It's Summer Vibes 4.0 from Authenticiy Perfumes. They have since changed their bottles. This is the older style bottle. Same great pineapple fragrance though. 50% oil concentration, definitely has superior longevity. And the sillage here is very strong. This, for being a mint, clean musk pineapple fragrance, very much has a lot of density and power to it. This will knife through the cold, no problem. And that mintiness will be very refreshing. When you put a mint heavy fragrance to some crisp cold air, there's a cooling magic that kind of happens. It's not just this fragrance. Just try it with any bright mint fragrances in the cold. You want one that's got a little bit of strength to it, of course, something super light and airy. Probably fade pretty quick and be a little difficult to smell, but something like Summer Vibes 4.0. It's amazingly refreshing in the summertime, but it's definitely got what you need. If you want that tropical beachy feel in the winter cold, Summer Vibes 4.0 will definitely do it. I like mango, for those of you that didn't know. And this is some of Sphinx Fragrance's best work, in my opinion. It's mango and florals. It's even in the name. Mangolicious Hibistorm. Hibiscus. You have a little bit, I believe, lang-lang, some yellow floral here as well. It's over-the-top, sweet, fruity, floral, and powdery. Leans a touch feminine, for sure, because there's a very hefty dose of florals here. Bouquet of flowers kind of thing with mango. But man, is this stuff good. This top 5 from the house, in my opinion, really top 3. There was a time when I said it was my favorite, even over stuff like Sphinx Elixir and Black Anubis. This, Cairo Nights, and the 2 I previously mentioned, kind of my big 4 from this house. Oh man, you really can't go wrong here. If you like tropical and floral, which, man, I'm such a sucker for, give me the exotic fruits and the florals with maybe a little bit of coconut or something like that, and I'm in it to win it with fragrances like that, and you're going to get a lot of those elements here. And of course, it's got phenomenal performance, high oil concentration. All of their fragrances are extracts. I don't know the exact concentration, but it's at minimum 25%, because you need to get to 25% to get to that pure Parfum extrait de Parfum level. So you definitely get great performance. This stuff will knife through the cold. It's actually really, really strong. Pretty much a beast. If you're looking for florals and tropical fruits in the cool, check out Sphinx Mangolicious Hibistorm. I think this is my favorite Paris Corner fragrance ever. Still don't know if it's cloning anything, and I really don't care. I just really like this fragrance. From their Ministry of Gourmand line. Coconut Lagoon, super heavy bottle. Sweet sugared coconut and citruses. Creamy as it dries. Again, I don't get all the sunscreen here because it's just so sugary sweet. It's vanilla, but it smells like sugar cane. Like it's a sugared coconut, candied coconut smell with a litany of citruses that give it this juicy freshness in the top. This is so freaking good. I've had a lot of people take my advice and grab this one, and most of the feedback has been, oh my God, I love it. But there's been a few where it's like, it's too feminine for me, smells great on my girl, I gave it to my girl. So there's always that case. You got to remember, coconut and sweet, some guys find that leans feminine. Nothing wrong with that. I get it. Everybody's got different taste. I'm a sucker for this stuff, though. This stuff is super good for me. Sugared coconut. I still can't get over that because it's not all the time I get a sugared coconut, candied coconut smell. It's usually coconut water, sunscreen lotion, super creamy, sweet, without the sugar. Like you would think when you see the notes, it's going to be creamy. Maybe a little sunscreen, but not really. It's fitting that it goes in Ministry of Gourmand because it definitely reminds me more of candy than anything else. Maybe Almond Joy without the, not Almond Joy, what's the other one? Mounds? Is it Mounds? The one that's full of coconut. Without the chocolate, though. You got to remove the chocolate because there's no chocolate here. Beautiful stuff. Has enough density to cut through the cold. It's not a monster performer. I would say it's average to slightly above average, but it's got enough thickness to it. That creaminess really helps give it some body and some thickness that will kind of hike its way through the cold air. Again, that's Paris Corner's Ministry of Gourmand, Coconut Lagoon. Oh boy, was this a great release for 2024, and a lot of people's favorite from the house of Kajal. We have Aican. So Aican, orange, passion fruit, pineapple, super juicy fruit, citrus, exotic, just wow, mega tropical. With this powdered sweetness, my favorite part of this fragrance. It's citrus, fruity, juicy smell with powdered sweetness. I'm a sucker for it. Every time I smell it, it just grabs me. This is a must try from the brand. Even if you're not typically a fan of powdery fragrances, get a sample and try this. You can get samples from Kajal. Links down below. I would encourage getting a sample. Performance is great. Definitely has plenty of potency to cut through the cold. That powderiness gives it a nice layer that typically powdery fragrances I find do really well in the cold to begin with. But then you mix in all this tropical bowl of fruits element, the exotic fruit smell with some orange. My God, I'm just a sucker for this. I get it why a lot of people deem this the best of house. I still think Lamar is just too special to pull its crown away. But boy, this is sitting right next to it. This and Lamar, very different fragrances, very incredible fragrances from the brand. That's the two must-tries in my opinion. But if you're looking for just phenomenal tropical for the cold, check out Kajal Aican. Peach, citruses, thick, juicy yellow floral lang-a-lang, a little bit of white floral as well. Very beachy. Very potent. Mancera Sicily. There had to be a Mancera here, right? Especially since we had a Montale fragrance. This is so juicy. I get it leans feminine because there's so much yellow floral here, but and peach. Peach heavy fragrances tend to have a little bit of feminine lean, but man, this is so freaking good. You know what guys wear this? Guys that like getting all the compliments. Just gonna throw it out there, because when women smell stuff like this on you fellas, boy, are you different, right? Different good, too. Different good. Must try from the house. This is 9 to 9.5 out of 10 range kind of stuff. If you don't like it, it's just not your taste. And that's okay. That's all good. No shade being thrown my way. But if you're a confident fellow that likes floral fragrances, you might want to get this one in your life and try it, because all it takes sometimes, even if you're on the fence, do I like it? Do I not like it? And then you walk by a few people or your lady or whatever, and you get this, oh my God, you smell incredible type of moment. I think that makes the decision for a lot of you, right? Now all of a sudden it's a fucking phenomenal fragrance, right? Oh my God, it got amazing compliments. It just went from okay to phenomenal. You're guilty of that. We all end up feeling a little bit better about a fragrance. I'm joking around. We all get that when we get those couple of compliments, and it's like, man, that kind of elevated this one for me. I liked it already, but I love it now, because every time I go around, it's just, ooh, you smell so good. I wear them for me. I could care less if I ever get a compliment, but I'm not going to sit here and lie when I do get a compliment. Still nice, still memorable, does help elevate the fragrance. So moral of this story, don't knock it until you try it, because it might change the game for you. This is a phenomenal tropical floral for the wintertime. It's Sicily. And finally, I had to have the greatest coconut fragrance ever created in here. Yes, I said the greatest coconut fragrance of all time. I don't think my opinion on that will ever change. I don't care who agrees with me. It's how I feel, and I'm sticking to it. It is Creed's Virgin Island Water. Lime, sugared coconut, boozy rum, thick florals. Perfection. Warm too. That booziness really warms it up. This one cuts through the cold no problem for me. I've never had performance issues. I've had 2 different decants that were 2 different batches. This bottle's a different batch. So I've tried 3 batch variations of Virgin Island Water from different years. All have performed 8 to 10 hours in longevity with really strong sillage. Maybe not screaming projection, but really hefty scent bubble for many hours. I think this does just fine in the cold. If you're a fan of coconut, I don't care what your budget is, strive to own a bottle of this. At least sample it first. And if you love it, strive to own a bottle of this. I don't care if you drop in fries in Greece or you know brokerage and deals on Wall Street. If you're in a coconut, you should experience this fragrance, because it is that good, at least in my opinion. Like I said, there'll never be another that will top it. I think everybody's coconut fragrance is trying to live up to the standard this set. I may stand alone in that opinion. I doubt it, but 'tis my opinion, and it's never a bad time for this fragrance. You're going to be the best smelling person in the room every season, every situation, anytime you're wearing Creed Virgin Island Water. Well, that's the 10. Summertime, it's great to wear the tropical stuff, but wintertime just makes it more fun when you're making it feel like it's summertime with your fragrance, right? try that Coconut Lagoon. It is so freaking good. Definitely one of the better cheapies money can buy right now, at least in my opinion. But I appreciate you guys watching the video and checking it out. There's links down below if you want to check anything out. Obviously, you don't have to make any purchases to check out this video. I'm just glad you made it this far. For those of you that did make it this far, make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you leave. We'll catch you on the next one.